Hello everyone, and welcome to a course that is going to dramatically change how you think about points and miles and their value, and it's going to give you amazing opportunities to travel all over the world. I'm so excited to get started. Let's jump in. In my life, I've had the privilege to go to over 70 countries around the world, and I have had some amazing experiences along the way. Really passionate about travel and how it can affect our perspective and change the way that we think about life and the world around us. I've also been able to fly on over 50 airlines. And yes, I am the kind of person who calculates these weird stats. If you know the airline that is pictured there, maybe you're a little bit of a nerd like me. That is Emirates. I'll tell you how to book with them, though they're not always the best value. But yeah, I've had some incredible experiences on many different airlines. I'm going to tell you about that, as well as different hotels where I've stayed, and excited to just walk you through how you can get tons of value from your points and save thousands of dollars over the course of the next few years by using these to their max potential. So I'll tell you a story about when I was in India. Actually, I was trying to go to India, and it was going to be about $2,500 to go there. And so I was like really bummed and going to be a really long layover. So I was like, well, let me look at points and see if there's a way to do it. I had a lot of different points saved up because I had a good credit card, and it was going to give me, American Express was going to give me 1 cent per, 1 point per cent. So for a $2,500 ticket, times that by 100, it would be 250,000 points to book this flight. I was like, it seems pretty bad. So I started looking on different areas, and I found a ticket actually on Aeroplan for 150,000 points, and it was in business class. Now, being the 6'5" person that I am, I have always wanted to fly business class because my knees are always crammed in my chest when I fly, especially internationally. And so called my boss and I was like, hey, I know it sounds really bad, but I actually want to fly business class. And he was like, yeah, makes total sense. You should do it. So I did it. And from then on, I have been slightly addicted to points and travel hacking and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to share with you about how to do that. Also, sidebar, highly recommend that you go to India. It is a totally amazing place. So here's a little breakdown of how this worked out. I could have paid cash, $2,500. I could have paid points, 250,000, excuse me. Or I could have transferred them, 150,000 points, and that's what I did. And I'm going to teach you how to do that right now. So a lot of my friends, they'll be like, hey, I had all these airline points. What do I do? And some of them have already wasted 100,000 or 200,000 or even more doing what I almost did when I was going to India. And I'm going to teach you how to not do that so that you can immediately know how to save thousands of dollars on your travel. So first things first, we'll go to Hyatt points. My wife and I were celebrating our first anniversary, and we were already in Kauai for a work trip, which is an island in Hawaii, and hotels are super expensive in Hawaii. So I was like, well, let me look, see what options there are with points. And my uncle recommended this really cool hotel. He had gone there on his honeymoon. That was back when it was like really cheap. And I looked at it, and it was over $1,000 a night. It is this hotel, and it is absolutely as amazing as it looks. Right on the beach, amazing hotel, but over $1,000 a night often. Okay, so this is for a long weekend in April. You do have to be somewhat selective about your dates when you work with points. I will give you that. So you do have to be relatively flexible. But if you wanted to book this hotel for this long weekend in April and you wanted to pay cash, it would cost you $3,600 for 3 nights. So $1,200 a night, essentially. If you were to use points, so this is what most people do with their points. They go to chasetravel.com and they enter their hotel here. I'll do it because I have already done it. Okay, so this hotel comes up, and you can see it's $778 a night. Total of $2,700. For some reason, it's significantly cheaper on Chase Travel than it is on Hyatt's own website. Oh, prices have increased. Okay, never mind. Same as before. So yeah, if you want to book this same room, it's going to cost you at least this many points. I don't even know if I have enough points on this card to book this, but let's just pretend that I do. Add to trip. Original price. Okay, new price. So right about $1,000 a night. Chase is going to generally give you 1.25 cents to 1.5 cents back on your travel. So You're trying to beat this with your points, and I'm going to show you how you can do it. So if you go back to Hyatt, what you can do is select this button called Use Points. Right here, toggle that on. The rooms will be a little more limited, but if you're flexible, show up to the hotel, tell them, hey, I'd really like a king bed if that's what you want. Usually they'll accommodate you. And this room you can see is 30,000 points a night. So you select that, standard room for a night. Okay, yeah, it says I don't have enough points in my account. So how do I get more points into my account? Well, if you have a Chase card, what you're going to do is go to Chase and then select your ultimate rewards over here. Select the card that you want to use. Not sure why they don't combine them. It's going to land you on your portal like this. So from here, toggle this on, tap travel, go to transfer points to partners. Once you're on this page, you can see all the different partners that Chase can travel to. And in this case, we're going to click Hyatt. From here, you'll click transfer points. You'll confirm that that is in fact you. Confirm your Hyatt number. Enter how many points you're going to need. In this case, I'll need 89,000. It will tell me how many points I have to transfer and just confirm everything. Click submit, and in a matter of minutes, actually usually less than that, your points will be in your account. You can go back to Hyatt and you can book this. So in summary, how this works is that instead of spending $3,600 in cash or 2,800 points, 285,000 points, excuse me. That's if they're 1.25 cents. You saw that there was a little bit better deal on Chase Travel. It was like 230,000. You can spend 90,000 points of your Chase card and book the same hotel for 30,000 points per night. The advantage of transferring to Hyatt is if you have elite status benefits, you can utilize those. It also counts towards elite nights. So I actually have Hyatt status just because I've spent so many nights on points that I'm one of their elite members now, even though I've hardly spent any money at their hotels. And yeah, there's a lot of great deals out there. I'm excited to talk to you about the rest of them, but this is one I want you to get great value from this course. Super happy you're here and look forward to working with you. I speak a little bit of Japanese, so I will end with Yoroshiku onegai shimasu.